Because it's 108 here today in Arizona. 108. It's crazy. They may not be the official high, but that's what my thermometer for the backyard says. 108. Printing a comic, printing stickers, and playing dinner. I hear that. Are you printing a comic order? So it's not one of yours, it's one of your customers. I think that's really cool that you and, I don't know if it's all your business or you and your husband, Fleur, but that you guys are doing that. I find it's, whenever you find a way to help other people, like you guys have, and I'm sure you do a really good job at it, and then that's going to create a ton of demand. Hey, Quench Press, thanks for joining us. Just starting this Baby Yoda, but hang out till the end so you can see the other two we did today as well. But yeah, someone saw the Yoda's tea party that I did on Tuesday, and they had already had in an order for a Baby Yoda, and they said, do not give me a regular Baby Yoda. I want the like super cutie version of Baby Yoda you were doing on the tea party. I said, hey, no problem, I can do that. I love doing the cutie art, and I'm definitely not as good at it as some other people I know, but it's still fun. I mean, I think about people like Katie Cook and Val Brazier and some of the other people known for that kind of stuff, and Fleur, who does some really cool art. So I would say Fleur does some cute stuff, but she does some really nice comic book, like full-on storytelling, sequential stuff too. So it's just nice to see all these talented people and everything they have to bring to the table. But yeah, Baby Yoda, totally, always fun. And I think the perfect way to finish up our day here today. Just going for the big fluffy collar, and then we can probably go back and we'll do some details on the face and the ears and everything, but I always like to start out with the features, the eyes and the mouth and the nose. Because even on a character like this, I mean, they're still the most important elements. You love cutie art too? Oh, thanks for the compliments on the Cara Dune. I appreciate it. All the Star Wars characters are always fun to do like that. I don't know if you guys have seen the Chicky Nuggy music video on YouTube. It's really cute. I don't think musically it's as good as the Go to Sleep Baby Yoda one, but from like a cute standpoint, it's pretty cute. Especially the way whoever the voice actor is just goes Chicky Nuggy all the time. It's not that catchy of a tune, but just the way that they say Chicky Nuggy is so catchy that you'll be walking around the house just saying like Chicky Nuggy. Your comic is a hot mess, but it's your hot mess. Well, I don't know if it's a hot mess or not, but I am always impressed with anyone who creates their own comic book characters and comic book stories, like you and like Dutch. I mean, I think I don't have any regrets about my life in comics, but because I had so much success with Marvel, especially at such a young age, that I never really was in a position to create my own characters or anything like that. And now I kind of wish that I had something like that to lean on, So yeah, anybody who's doing that, you get super kudos from me for sure. Much respect. So I think on this Baby Yoda, we'll probably do like a little perimeter outline inks, and then just use like the markers and stuff to do the detail work. There's no reason to put a bunch of extra black lines on this. Well, Quench Press, well, we've got you on here. Oh, you're watching We Are Scientists on Instagram Live. Okay. Well, that's cool. I know you're a huge music fan. and a cocktail fan. Oh, don't let me forget Quench Press. I had what I think is a really good idea for, I will say, Tiki adjacent art project. That you may or may not be disappointed when I tell you about it, but because it's not like exactly Tiki, it's more Tiki adjacent. But I had this inspiration, like, I don't know if it was 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock this morning, and I was like, oh, I have to tell Quench Press about that because I think he'll be interested. So maybe on Messenger or something. It's never too late. Yeah. You're probably right, Flora, that it's never too late to make your own characters and stuff. I'll tell you, and this is my own insecurity, is just after, I've been working in comics since I was 19, and after kind of a lifetime of working with all these big name writers and artists and things, I'm it's not a lack of confidence. I don't know what the word is for it, but intimidated, I guess is the right word for it. Intimidated about, making my own characters, my own stories, because I just don't know how do I have something to say compared to all these legends that I've worked with, So that's my own hang up. I probably need to get over it, but it's definitely what stopped me in the past. I mean, I've written a couple of short stories here and there for anthologies, and those are always fun. But I've definitely not done like the character creation thing. It's always been something else. But speaking of original comics, I received Jim Hanna's 1980s inspired Kill Count comic in the mail yesterday from his Kickstarter campaign, and I haven't got to read it yet, but it looks really cool. I mean, it's definitely like Miami Vice meets Contra kind of stuff, so if anybody supported his Kickstarter, it should be on the way, and if not, I think he's going to have a venue where it'll be available. Oh, it's never too late is a line in a We Are Scientists song. Okay, I see you guys are going to gang up on me. We're going to turn the Twitch stream into coming up with ideas for Brian's comic book, huh? Alright, so there's our basic outline. Oh, well, that's very nice, Flora. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think, you know how it is. As artists, we all have our hang-ups. Alright, so let's see if we can't make this Baby Yoda one of the cutest ones ever. So I had quite a few people ask if that Baby Yoda's tea party could be made into something official, or something, could that be inspired for something official? And I had a little chat with somebody at one of the galleries I work with, and they're like, no, it would break too many of the rules, which is what I thought, but it's official, so I can draw that kind of stuff as much as I want for sketch commissions and everything else, but I don't think it will ever be turned into any one of my official art prints. But some people had good points. They said, well, I do the Epcot thing every year, and it might be really popular there, but and it might be, but if they won't approve it, it doesn't matter. You may know someone who prints comics. Oh, I see how it is. You're just trying to get me to make a comic to drum up business. No, I'm teasing. I know that's not true. All right, so we've got his cute little eyes there. Once done with the third issue, I'll be showing you how to create a comic in Clip Studio. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. I've been tuning into your streams, Dutch, and it's really cool to see everything you're doing. Creating something out of nothing is always impressive. Alright, so Baby Yoda, let's do, I think 40% gray will be the way to start. There's a 40. And I may want to go and do like 60 in these ears, so let's do that first before I get too far ahead of myself. Oh yeah, that's right. So Quinch Press runs a great Instagram account where he goes to different, before the shutdown, but goes to different tiki bars and speakeasies and cool spots and post up photos and chats with the bartenders and just kind of covers the whole, like, I don't know, I wouldn't call it the underground cocktail scene, or maybe the specialty or boutique cocktail scene. You probably have a better word for it, but it's really impressive, really impressive. And if you're like me and you like that kind of mixology and cocktail culture, where else can you mix together, drinking and fashion and artwork and all that stuff? So definitely check out his Instagram. Definitely worth a follow if you're into that kind of stuff. Like me, I know I am. All right, so there's the ears. That was 60% gray. So now we'll jump back to the 40. And we can start to work on some Baby Yoda details. I just love this little guy so much. So much fun. So I think we'll let... one of the fun things about doing all these sketch commissions and streams and everything is being able to improve my own artwork and make mistakes and learn from them and all that sort of thing. And it's fun, it's just been a few weeks, but I'm already seeing like certain improvements and confidence and things like that because, I've drawn more sketches in the month of April than I probably would in like a year's worth of going to Comic-Con. So it's not only therapeutic and a nice social outlet to get to hang out with you guys, but I think it's it's actually a way to have some growth, artistic growth too. There you go, craft cocktail and mixology. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what a person who knows how to speak English would say. Craft cocktail and mixology. All I know is I've learned about some really groovy spots because of Quinch Press and had some really good times, so definitely worth a follow. Okay, Baby Yoda, let's put a little bit of shadow under your nose and just maybe something like that. There we go. Floor, were you doing some sort of cocktail streams, or was I confused about that? I thought I'd seen something maybe before the quarantine about that, but I couldn't tell if you were saying tea party as in like literal tea parties, or it was like tea party wink wink nudge nudge cocktails, or... But if you're doing something like that, definitely let us know. Because sharing is caring. Myself, I always like a good old-fashioned. And when I lived in the West Valley, there was a restaurant there that the bartender made a drink called the Kentucky Grand. And I'm sure they got it from somewhere else, I don't know, but the owner was French, and it had bourbon and Grand Marnier for sure, hence the name Kentucky Grand. They would serve it with the orange peel and everything. And what I liked about it was it sort of had that citrusy old-fashioned flavor without the sugar bomb, and it wasn't too sweet and all of that. And I don't know their exact recipe, but I'd make my own sort of version of it. It's been kind of my go-to drink for a while now, and it's sort of nice, right, when you find something like that you like, that's not super complicated, that you can make at home, and we all like to make the like really crazy complicated cocktails sometimes, but it's nice when you can just have something you know that you like. I mean, I talk to some people that, you know, they don't even know what sort of like what liquor they like or what wine they like and that sort of thing, you know. Oh, yours is called a taste of. Okay, well, I'll have to watch out for that. I thought I remembered you saying something about it, but I just couldn't remember the details. That would be a fun time, I'm sure, to see one of those streams. All right, so there's a little bit of shading on Baby Yoda. Oh my gosh, he's looking so cute. So we'll get out to 20%. You'll notice what I usually do is I jump down 2 values. So like this is 60, this is 40, this is 20. And that gives my like really harsh color breaks that I like, or value breaks. Whereas if I wanted something to like be more blended, I could go down just like 1%. So let's just do some sort of like little extra helper shading here. So we can see Baby Yoda's little forehead ridges. And maybe just a hint along the tops of the ears. Yeah. Now we can finish off the nose. Don't want to do too much to the face. I don't really want to overdo it, but maybe along the bottom here where that collar is, we can do just a little bit of value. So the top of the collar pops a little bit. Just take that, start working some little fluffies into the collar. You want to do one theme night of Taste of Hogwarts. Oh, with Hogwarts inspired cocktails. Now that would be fantastic. And I'm sure that I mean, you're creative, you could come up with your own Hogwarts cocktails, and then I'm sure there's a bunch of existing ones out there to pull from as well. That would be really good. Especially if you guys were like dressed up for it and stuff. In either like Harry Potter robes, or at least Harry Potter, you know, Hogwarts house colored inspired clothing or something like that. That would be fun. I find it interesting that some Star Wars fans like really cross over into Harry Potter and will do both, and some or won't do the other at all, and vice versa. And I'm definitely one that I'm open to it. I think that there's I think the Harry Potter books and films are great fun, and there's a lot of appeal there. So I'm going to take the 30% now. You did the tea time where you drank tea and chatted, but it wasn't as popular as your art streams. Yeah. I mean, I could see you turning that into a thing, but I could also see where it would take time to build it, take time for people to understand what it is, whereas like a themed cocktail party thing is much easier for people to understand and get excited about, I'm sure. A broader audience. So let's do a little bit of like a cast shadow from the cup. But yeah, the Hogwarts themed cocktail party thing, that's fantastic. And that's one that if the, you know, if things reopened in a safe fashion and it was safe to go back to some bars, you know, you could do like a whole bar takeover. That'd be great. Did you and your husband ever come to any of the drink and draws that Christy and I put on for the boot camps once a year, the art boot camps in November? I don't know. I can't remember if you showed up to one of those or not, but we would have a drink and draw and have, you know, 10 or more cosplayers and some theming and stuff. And it was just so much fun just to take over a spot and have people in costume, and artists and writers, and you know, there's just so many creative people that don't have an outlet. You know, they want to go to a nightclub or get their thump on or anything, but they'll come out for something like that. So what you're talking about, so it'd be really cool. All right, so that was 50. So let's go down to 30. Waiting to do the stream until it's safer. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that makes perfect sense. I am, yeah, kind of shocked by some of the rush to reopen stuff. I mean, hey, I want everyone to be successful and all that, but let's be safe about it too. All right, almost there. I think we need a little bit. He's got his like sleeves in here. Put some darkness in there where his fingers are coming out of. And I think this bone broth could be a little darker too. All right, there we go. Oh, the tipsy tea on Saturday afternoons. Yeah, hopefully when it's safe, all this stuff will come back. Hopefully they survived and can reopen. I mean, that's what we're all hoping for, right? Okay, guys, well, here we go. Baby Yoda. So first of all, before we recap, if you're not already following the channel, please do so. It really makes a difference. And I'm streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays every week right now, and then if I have an overflow of sketches, I'll sometimes fill in on Wednesdays, but Tuesdays and Thursdays are my day. So we started out this time with Invincible from Image Comics, so that was kind of a fun one to warm up with. And then we did Cara Dune from The Mandalorian. That was a really fun one. Haven't got to draw her before. That was a good time. And we ended with a super adorable Baby Yoda. Can't go wrong with that. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much. And until next time, stay on target, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.